grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Welcome to a Dan meditation on 2 Corinthians 12:9. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will not boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. This verse emphasizes the power of God's grace in our lives, especially in times of weakness. It reminds us that we don't have to rely on our own strength or abilities because God's grace is enough for us. We can take comfort in knowing that God's power is made perfect in our weaknesses, which means that when we are weak, God can work through us in a more significant way. This verse also reminds us to embrace our weaknesses and not to be ashamed of them. Rather than trying to hide our weaknesses, we can boast about them, knowing that God's power is at work in us. We can trust that God's grace will be sufficient to carry us through any challenge or difficulty we may face. As we meditate on this verse, we can ask God to help us see our weaknesses as opportunities for Him to display His power and grace in our lives. We can pray for the humility to acknowledge our weaknesses and the faith to trust in God's grace to sustain us.